program here from 1970s. And do you remember this Speedway program?
Oh, yeah, Wild Bill.
Wild Bill and Rick Woods.
Is that Woods behind him? Yeah, huh?
That's the Rocket.
You know what,
and
dude? I've got a whole bunch of old programs like that. I just got them buried, though.
It says my first Speedway race right there. And
Is that
as
right?
I open up the first Speedway race, I open up the program, and it's in this was August 22nd, Heat 11. And if you look at Heat 11 here, let's see if we can look at Heat 11 down at the bottom. It says Dennis Sigalos.
It does.
3rd Division.
On the 10.
And then Brian at the 0-yard line. You're on the 10-yard line. Dennis Sigalos in 3rd Division.
Yeah, and you know what? That was probably, well, it might have been my very first race because my birthday's on August 16th, and I had to be 16 to be able to race.
Well, this is August 20. Oh, it's ripped a little bit here. August 22nd.
So I'll bet you it was the second Friday night then, because I didn't start on the 10-yard line, I'm sure. It's probably the second week. I think I only stayed in 3rd for maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then a week later on the 28th, 6 days later, I should say, you were on this program too in heat number 5, I believe. Yeah, heat 5 at Irwindale. Do you remember riding Irwindale?
Oh, yeah. I loved Irwindale, man. It was a bigger track.
Oh, it was, I bet. And then on heat 5, you were in heat 5. Just only 6 days later, let's see, heat 5. Yeah, there's 5. There's Dennis on the 10-yard line again.
Yeah.
And there's me on the 0-yard line.
And I'll bet you it wasn't too much longer before you got put on the 10 too, brother.
It was, I practiced at OCIR one time. I took my Speedway test. I didn't have any Speedway gloves. I didn't have any uniform. I just went out cold turkey the first time, second time in a race, and I got blown away.
Nice.
And,
at least you're out there doing it, right? Loving it.
Yeah. I just said, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to lose, but I'm going to be out there and I'm going to just try. I want to wave to the fans. But I have to tell you the story when we raced our first time at Costa Mesa, this time here, the first race. I saw you and you had these beautiful white leathers with orange on them and you looked like $1 million. Remember that?
Right. Yes.
And
we all had those.
And you had it was all white with the orange, and you looked really good, man. You looked awesome. And I had this old pair of ripped leathers from Ron Taylor. I went up to Silverado Canyon and bought this, and they didn't fit me, and I had to squeeze in it because I'm a big guy. I squeezed, and I'm like, ooh, and I put duct tape on my name, my front, like Brian, with silver duct tape. And I look over to Dennis Sigalos. And he has these beautiful Bates leathers, white with orange. He looked like $1 million, and me, I look like a scab.
And you know what? I cherish those things. You always cherish when you get a good set.
Oh. It was funny because you look so good, and I look so horrible. And
well, I was lucky. I was fortunate. Santa Claus was good.
You had a good backing. And I have to tell you one story. I never told you this. That when we raced the first time, and I have a video right here. I should be uploaded. This is a CD, and I have it actually on video, so I can prove it. But we raced together, not only the program, but I have our video. I'll send it to you sometime.
No way.
And I swear to God, I have Dennis Sigalos and one of his first D3 races on that DVD. It says it's a home movie.
Wow, how bitchin' is that? Yeah, make sure you send me a copy of that. I'd love to watch it.
Yeah, I'll upload it on my YouTube and then I'll send you the link. And it's cool.
All right,
I don't have the whole race. Huh?
With links and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
That's why I'm late getting on.
Well, You know, when I raced you the first time, I didn't even know how to ride, and you were like a D1 rider, like in D3, you were like really good, and I was really crappy. I mean, I was like only 2 weeks on a bike, and I had a 22-inch tire on a JAP. I didn't know what I was doing, you know. I didn't know.
Right.
And I said to myself, now I knew I was a racer, but when I looked at you and I said, I got kind of mad because you looked really good and I looked really crappy. And I said to myself, and this is my racer mentality. I said, I'm going to beat Dennis Sigalos.
Right.
I'm going to beat him.
Attaboy, that's the way to do it. That's the way to think always.
I remember your picture on the paper, and I said, oh no, it's Dennis Sigalos. Yeah. Oh crap. But I mean, I in my mind, I said, I don't care. I'm better than Dennis.
Yeah,
and, I was at the zero.
Make the start and make the bike really wide.
Yeah, we went into. I have the video, like I say, and I went into turn 1 in first place because I was at the zero, right?
Right.
And I was in first place, and then I was coming out of turn 2 at Costa Mesa, and all I could think of is like, I'm beating Dennis Sigalos. I'm beating Dennis Sigalos. I'm beating your ass.
Getting those white letters all dirty.
And then all of a sudden, Dennis Sigalos went, "Whoa! You blew me away, dude."
Around the outside, huh?
Outside, you blew me away. And you were gone. You're gone.
Dude, so, I love the outside. Much prefer the outside to the inside any day.
You flew by the outside so fast. You got all that dirt at Costa Mesa, and you were gone. You were like, out of here.
Yeah, back in the day with the 22s, for sure.
Did you ride the 22?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we all did. That's what that. And then all of a sudden, with the Carlisle came out, the big wide Carlisle, big fatty thing, and that was that. There with the, all of a sudden now it's Blue Groove, but that's just the way things kind of, came to be after time. I mean, people figure it out, and hey, the inside's going to be real slick and Blue Groove. Let's put this Lily on, and you go the shortest distance instead of the 22 with the knobbies on it, and go or fly around the outside the long way around. But it's actually more fun to be on the outside.
Oh yeah, Costa Mesa had a lot of dirt, and it was great on the outside. He was a very famous speedway rider, and he represented the United States in the best pairs and team racing. He was an amazing British League rider. He raced for 3 British League teams: the Hull Vikings, the Ipswich Witches, and the Wolverhampton Wolves. And he was a team captain on the Ipswich Witches.